Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody. Today we are going to be having a look at the Boss KATANA Artist Series Amplifier. This is going to be cut up into many segments, keeping them short, sweet and to the point. The first video we're going to do now is basically just having a look at what she does. The KATANA Artist is a 100 watt high headroom amp with power control features. Obviously you have got standby mode, 0.5 of a watt, 50 watts and 100 watts. So anything from recording to blasting it out loud on the stage. We're going to see how it works with that. Something I'm very curious to try is the cabinet resonance feature. Vintage, modern and deep. Then you have a line out air feel. I'm assuming this air has got something to do with the new aired technology coming in on the new 1000 pedals. I'm not too sure yet. You've got record, you've got live, and you've got blend. Again, I've got no idea how these all work. As I discover, I'm going to share this with you guys. The following features are included in this beauty of an amp. Custom designed vintage voiced 12-inch Waza speaker. One thing I can tell you, I've been using it as a sort of stage monitor for about a week. I used the KATANA 50 for a while. I've played the KATANA 100 as well, and the speaker is definitely a lot creamier. Enhanced semi-closed back cabinet. You'll be seeing a picture of that now to see what that looks like. Maybe that's got something to do with making the sound better. Dedicated acoustic preamp that you can find over here. Something I did mention on one of my past KATANA 50 videos, which I will leave a link to in the description, was I thoroughly enjoyed the acoustic sound through the KATANA 50. Okay, so this is your amplifier section over here, where same as the KATANA, you've got the acoustic, clean, crunch, lead and brown. I remember brown being my favorite on the previous ones, but we will see how this one compares. Your gain and your volume. Self-explanatory, right? For the metal guys, you're going to want that over there. Over here you've got a 3-band EQ, bass, middle, treble. This is where all the magic happens here. Here and here. Booster slash mod. Booster, obviously your blues driver all the way to overdrive pedals and whatnot. We're gonna have a look over the course of this series to see exactly what boosters are in there, what mods are in there. Delay and effects. This I'm quite curious to try because I want to see if I can maybe use the effects as an EQ unit to further smoothen this out. Otherwise, maybe I'll use my GT1 through the effects loop in the back. And then reverb, I'm curious to see what's in there too. Your tap delays over here. Then here is your tone setting. Your banks, 1 to 4. Banks A to B. I know this is something they've improved, so they've doubled up the amount of space. So you've got 8 now. Panel is obviously sort of your live mode. Here's your power control, as mentioned earlier, your master volume and your presence. These two are new. Cabinet resonance, line out, air feel. We're going to get into all of that soon. And then once you connect it to a laptop via USB, you will have access to 50 legendary onboard Boss effects. I do know that the KATANA, once you updated to firmware 2, you got 2 or 3 more effects. So we'll have a look through that. The back looks amazing. I'll show that to you guys now. something that you can see over here. AB and A-tone speaker outs. That's quite cool. I'm not quite sure yet how many cabs and whatnot you can plug in. AB, maybe that's to run it in stereo. I'm not sure. I will find out as we go on. But that's good, so we can power another cab. I know that when the heads first came out, we were all a little bit worried about what is the ohmage of it, and will it power something that's not Boss? Because, you know, obviously everyone's got their own opinion on what they like. Alright, USB in, which we're going to be using a lot of today, to connect up to the laptop and see what's going on there. Phones record out, so you can practice at home. Auxiliary in, so you can jam to your favorite backtrack or plug another pedal in for monitoring purposes. Who knows? And usually the auxiliary in bypasses the entire amp and just goes straight to the power out, so your effects built into here will not affect that. Line out, that's usually not usually a line out is not cabinet emulated, but if I look at the front of the amp, it's got the line out air feel, which is live, record and blend. So what I'm assuming that is live is probably not emulated, so you could run it into another head and emulate a cab and whatnot. Record is probably emulated out, and blend is probably a bit of each. I'm not sure if you can blend those certain percentages on the laptop. We'll find out. Effects loop, return and send. MIDI in, that's really cool for me, especially if you're a GT100 player and maybe you want to try this, run it 4-cable method or whatever. That might work for you, and we'll see the functionality of the MIDI in soon. Foot controller, expression pedal over here, GAFC over there. I do want to see if I can plug in an FS6, which is one of these guys, because this is all I have with me now on tour at the moment. So we'll have a look at that and see if it works. But what you need to do now is to check if you are running on the latest firmware. In order to do that, you have to hold in the tap button while firing up the amp. So let's start with that. And now if you move your power control to 0.5 or 100 watts, one of these lights should come on, which will indicate that you are on the latest version. 0.5, 100, off, 0.5, off. So that tells us that this amp is the latest version of firmware. Alright, so that is pretty much out the box what it looks like, what's all there. What we're going to do now is connect a USB cable to the back, install Tone Central, install the USB driver for whatever version of Windows you are on. If you are on Windows 10, I believe that the driver will install automatically. If you guys need help with that as well, please don't hesitate to drop me a message, and I will be more than willing to sit and help you through that. So yes, thanks for watching this video, and the following video will be a little bit of the USB capabilities and what effects are there and all that sort of thing. So I'll see you in that one. Cheers.
I'm